welcomed all of you wonderful guests, partners and friends of Touch Trust. We really hope you're all staying well and safe during these challenging times. Over the past few months, we've made some changes to Touch Trust in order to make it COVID secure, and we thought it'd be a really good idea to create a little video just to show you what we've done. Hopefully this will make everyone feel more comfortable and confident in coming back to Touch Trust when our doors reopen again. We can't wait to see you all again. Let's get started. When you arrive at Touch Trust, you'll be met by one of the creative facilitators who will meet you at stage door and will then guide you over to the temperature screening area. This is where your temperature will get checked either on your wrist, here, or we have our own temperature sensors which you use on your forehead. After that, we will then all pop our masks on and go through towards the session rooms. So when you come into Touch Trust, we have some hand sanitizer to use. There's also a QR code for care teams to scan using their smartphone. This is our office space. As you can see, we've got screens up to protect people when they come in. However, there's not actually anybody in the office at the moment, as you can see. It's just going to be creative facilitators when they are running the sessions with the guests. Also, on the floor, you can see we've got one-way systems now in place throughout the building, and this will lead you directly into the session rooms. Okay, so this is our lovely one-to-one space. Since you were last here, we have had to downsize a little bit, which means we now have 2 session spaces in the building. So we have our one-to-one space and we also have our main session room, which we'll have a look at very shortly. Just so you know, we have a designated area for creative facilitators. So during the sessions, this is where we will be. So we will not be sort of physically in contact with the guests during the sessions. So we'll have our space here, and then the guests will have their own space, as you can see, on the beanbags. During sessions, guests will be given their own basket of instruments which they will then be able to use during the sessions, and as facilitators we will have our own instruments that we can use as well. As you can see, we have our beautiful light display on the wall, which I think really helps brighten up the space and gives a lovely, lovely focal point for people during the session. So this is our main session space, as I'm sure lots of you will be familiar with. Just like the one-to-one room, we have a designated space for the creative facilitator who will remain here during the session. Also, just like the one-to-one room, we have these instrument baskets which guests will have as their own during the session, and they'll then be able to explore and use them throughout the session. As you can see, we have removed all of the soft furnishings from the beanbags and the beds just to make it much, much easier for us to clean during the sessions and at the end of the sessions. We also have wipeable cushions as well, again, just to make things a lot more COVID secure and a lot easier for us to work with. As you can see as well, we have kept the doors open, and again, just to allow for more ventilation, just to come in through the space. So this is the changing area. As you can see, we have hand sanitizer readily available throughout the building. The changing facilities and the toilets will of course be available to use throughout the day. However, they will be thoroughly cleaned after each use. Similarly, we have the hoists here, which again can of course be used for guests during the sessions, but they will also be deep cleaned after each use. We have the red buckets here, which is where the instruments will be placed at the end of the day, and then a creative facilitator will deep clean the instruments ready for the next day.